Alright, pretty certain I got the Portwork finished up on the 4910 cylinder. This was the giveaway saw that the user Purple November won. And I tried cleaning everything up as best as I can. You know, I'm human. Doing this by hand, and the lens on this camera's got a better eye than me. So when you're looking at these chamfers and stuff, which I think that one just looks funky because of the way the light catches it, but I'll double check it. They're tiny, and that's a Scotch Brite finish in there after emery cloth. I gotta go check them. See, I just square the bottom off on the intake just a little bit, and the exhaust is symmetrical as I can make it. But transfers are pretty darn even. They came out nice. I try to do as good work as I can. There's the lower stuff. That kind of looks kind of shabby, but that's not where the power is made typically. And then this is going to run a base gasket anyway, so the surface finish here that don't look the best it ain't going to matter. That base gasket will seal it perfectly as long as this is parallel. That's what matters. And yeah, I need to go set it on the saw and time it out, find out what the numbers are. So I pushed the numbers just because of the way everything fell. When I time something, I typically go conservative when I lay it out, because a lot of times if I'm trying to make lines perfect, I end up going past where I time it out at. So if I'm okay with something landing at 120, I'll try I'll draw my mark at 123, and that's what happened here. Is after I cleaned up the exhaust and got it where I wanted, it landed about 101. The transfers are 120, and the intake is about 77. I might just throw a little scooch through the intake, but I'll probably try it like this. If it is, if I like it like this, that's probably how it'll ship out. Yeah, I don't think I've had one that landed this conservative on the intake. I think squish is between 25 and 30 thousandths, which should be a pretty significant bump in compression without going overboard. And even with these numbers a little bit on the wilder side, it should still have plenty of compression, and it should still it shouldn't be lacking with an exhaust that high. It's just, when I'm saying that, it is 4910 cylinders pretty exclusively, I feel. Some of the other ones you can run a real low exhaust and they rev really good. These, I think it's a really great platform to learn timing numbers on. Is it the cheapest one? No. Get a clone or something, start making your ports pretty. Start there. Get a platform that's got an aftermarket cylinder that's cheap. Get used to making everything pretty and consistent. Then move on to something like this when you're trying to figure out how port timing and durations work. This is an excellent platform. The 620 is a pretty good platform, and I I'd say 590, but they just don't have, if you have the 590 carbon coil, they just don't have the same working RPM range that a 620 would. So whenever you're changing timing numbers, you won't notice such a significant change in power, because you're already kind of shrunk down for your power range. But yep, that's where that one's at. 77, 120, and 101 should be really stout, and I'm looking forward to getting it together and shipped out to the fella that won this. Sounds like it's going to someone that is really, really going to enjoy it, and that's a pretty good feeling. That, you know, if someone won this and they're like, oh yeah, I got 15 of them, you know, it won't be the same. This is going to be his first ported saw. He's got plenty of experience with saws, but this is his first ported one. He's super stoked to get it. And when I get this together, I'm going to do an initial muffler mod. Where's my muffler? Over here. So I'm going to do the initial muffler mod. They'll eventually get a side outlet too, but I'm going to use just this port and just this cover and do the same with that one in the box there. Then we'll see how a brand new stock saw runs with a brand new ported one. And I am looking forward to that. Got the brand new stock chains, so I'll be able to show the difference between the factory chain and an upgraded chain, which should be another significant jump in there. If I just put a souped up chain on the ported saw and then run it against the stock saw, it would be sad, really, really sad. I'd like to show them, get them as close as you can when comparing. That way, it's more in the range of apples to apples. So, factory outlet muffler mod for both, and then I'll go back and put the other mount. And then I have that J-Red down there that I took apart on videos the other day. I'm waiting for the carb kits to get here. I say carb kits, it's the same kit as what goes in my 288, 281. But the kits were in, I think, San Antonio or Dallas, and then they shipped them to Louisiana, and then they shipped them back to the same location. And then they should be in tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, there's my evening. I'm calling it here, and tomorrow morning I'll get to work on putting this together. I think Portwork turned out really nice. I'm looking forward to seeing how it runs.